Good morning. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, May 18th, and it is a white day. Freshmen, a reminder that you will be meeting in your advisory locations for chapel tomorrow. Seniors, you will be meeting in the amphitheater for a class meeting tomorrow during chapel. Thursday will be a variety day to support our seniors one more time. The cost is $1. As always, no jeans with holes, rips, or tears, no leggings or yoga pants, and all clothing must be school appropriate in style and length. Seniors, caps and gowns are ready to be picked up. Stop by the headmaster's office to grab yours today. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, Brantview Drive will be closed to through traffic for paving. If you park in the Fieldhouse lot, please enter and exit using the South Main or Barker Ave gates on those 2 days. Taking AP World History next year? Stop by Colby 205 to grab a copy of History of the World in 6 classes and get information on the summer assignment. If you're interested in learning more about the class, see Mrs. Scavito or Mr. Eckhart. Final reminder for all students taking AP Seminar next semester. Our summer reading text is Into Thin Air by John Krakauer. The English department has a limited number of copies to lend out. Please see Miss Drew in Colby 205 if you would like to borrow a copy. Are you interested in earning $50 cash while networking with alumni? Stop by Miss Lang's office in Campus Life to sign up to work the Alumni Award Ceremony on Saturday, June 4th from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. It will be a fun evening and you can make a little money too. Attention to all who would like to purchase a copy of the Clear River Review, the Academy Journal for the Arts and Literature. Please drop by Colby 205, the Capstone office, to buy a copy by noon on spring day. Copies cost $15 each and there are only a few left. Checks should be made out to St. Johnsbury Academy. Thanks for your interest. Looking for a fun, local leadership development program and an opportunity to meet new people? Consider applying for the Rotary Youth Leadership Academy, scheduled for June 24th to 26th at NVU Linden. For more information, see Mrs. Katie in the Strasco Alumni House. Science Olympiad will meet Wednesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 4:30 in Streeter 241. Come to one of the meetings to help us plan for summer responsibilities. New members are encouraged to attend. The Gender and Sexuality Union meets today after school in Colby 207. Hilltopper Mountain Biking meets today at 3:30 on Brantview Drive. Interested in job opportunities in Vermont? Check in with Mr. Carr via email at acarr@scjacademy.org for more information on the virtual Vermont job fairs. Are you too cool for spring day? Nobody is cooler than spring day. Are you too cool for slip and slide and the sale of snow cones, freeze pops, bubble tea, lemonade, and ice cream? Definitely not too cool, as the AccuWeather spring day forecast calls for sun and temps in the 80s. Meteorologists never lie. Underclassmen, pay close attention tomorrow to the speeches in chapel from the 2 candidates for Student Gov President, Nathan Lanzini and Rory Higgs. You will receive a ballot tomorrow morning to vote for president and class representatives. Seniors, we thank you for your previous years of voting, but you will get to sit this election out. The Skills USA competitors will be selling sushi, whoopie pies, cookies, and root beer floats during spring day. This will be a fundraising event to support those students competing at nationals this summer. The booth will be at the amphitheater right after chapel on Friday. The cost will be $2 for all items. Please stop by our booth and support our state gold medal winners. The cafe will be ending breakfast at 9 a.m. on Friday, but don't fret. From 9 to 11:30 a.m., they will be selling fried dough, corn dogs, chocolate Coke floats, and soda. Items can be purchased with cash or funds on your ID cards. Happy birthday to Zhang Jiang, Tucker Chapman, Isaac Blodgett, Josephine Plezek, and Eli Rexford. Happy birthday. Today we have varsity and JV boys lacrosse at Montpelier at 4:30 and 6. Please release the teams at 2. JV girls lacrosse at Linden Institute at 4. Please release the team at 2:15. JV and varsity boys ultimate at Burlington at 4. Please release the team at 12:30. Varsity girls lacrosse at Colchester at 4:30. Please release the team at 1. Varsity baseball and softball at CVU at 4:30. Please release the team at 12:45. And girls tennis at CVU at 4:30. Please release the team at 12:45. Good luck and have a great day.
Good morning, everyone. I have a few late announcements. Girls Ultimate Frisbee beat Burlington 13-6. Girls Varsity Lacrosse beat Rice 9-7. And the JV team beat Rice 7-6. The boys varsity tennis team beat CVU 7-0. JV baseball beat CVU 3-2, and JV softball beat CVU 13-3. At yesterday's 7-team track and field meet at Green Mountain Union, the boys were led by Jaden Beardsley's double wins at the shot put and discus to the team victory. Kaylee McCaffrey won the javelin and set 3 personal bests to help the girls also secure the win. Congratulations, everyone. That was all winning. So some more winners. Our CTE Outstanding Students of the 4th quarter. Brian Isham in Automotive Technology and Brian Isham in Work-Based Learning. Fela Madeira in Intro to Automotive Technology. Colton Mazur in Welding. Jack Lawson in Fine Woodworking. Suka Greenwood in Electricity. Brady Olden in Electricity 2. Emily Young in Human and Professional Services. Morgan Keach in Intro to Human and Professional Services. Haley Kimball in Career Exploration. Cody Bradley in Foundation in Culinary Arts. Aiden Kimball in Culinary 1. Anna Robertson in Culinary 2. Madison Lamont in Foundation in Culinary Arts. Christopher Nurath in Intro to Construction. Connor Collins in Construction Technology. Adriana Lemieux in Intro to Business. Trevor Largy in Career Exploration. Timothy Tremblay in Personal Finance. Cadence Gates in Sales and Marketing. Jaden Thompson in Sales and Marketing, and Zebediah Kane in Entrepreneurship. Please give them a round of applause. Congratulations. And CTE Outstanding Students, please meet Mr. Legge on Fuller Steps after chapel for a photo. So happy Wednesday. Juniors, welcome back to Fuller. It's nice to see you. I want to thank those of you who shared your feedback with me about the value of hearing various voices from this stage, something which I believe in passionately. There are moments when it's important for me, when it's my responsibility to ask you to do better as citizens of the community, or to remind you of what we hope to be as a school community. And I can see how that might feel like imposing. Frankly, it's part of my job. And I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't do a little imposing now and then. That's putting requirements in place and demanding that you attend to them. I'm not a fan of making demands, but I would be remiss if I did not do it sometimes. That said, I much prefer to hear the stories and ideas and theories and opinions of others. I much prefer, as I think anyone who has ever had a conversation with me will know, to listen. There are so many voices here with thoughts to share and stories to tell, and even if you aren't hearing those every day from this stage, or if you aren't hearing these every day from this stage, then we're not really doing full justice to the opportunity to explore the actual values and qualities of our school. So these are to be found in all of the individuals here, not in any one character. The stories of others, the perspectives of others, are the single strongest tool that we have for being an open-minded and understanding and informed and compassionate and fully aware community, which is ultimately what we want to be. In this last full week of chapel, there are a number of important things happening in the world that I'd like for you to know about. There's a problematic debate about the fate of abortion rights and the rights that are affected by these, provoked by the leak of a draft opinion from the Supreme Court a few weeks ago. We are trying again to process, as a country, a racially motivated atrocity in one of our cities, this time Buffalo, New York. The war in Ukraine is in its 3rd month. There's a crisis in mental health among young people with multiple causes. And at the same time, we have our own current events, our play that's going up next week, our outstanding students in various stages of achievement and growth, our games being played and science being done, and essays being written and exams being studied for, and things being made in woodshop and dances being danced. And every one of these current events and these facts of our moment would be made more vivid by being talked about by members of our community and the members of our community for whom they are real and urgent. So think about the moments this year that have happened where people have come to this stage and talked about those things that are real for them and how powerful those have been. So I'm serious about hearing you all, and I'm going to try to do better in enabling that. Chapel is not always the forum, the best forum for every message, and it's not a forum for conversation, and we need to have conversations. But with everyone's help, we're going to do it, and we will be better for it. So with all of this storytelling in mind, but in a little different tone, I'd like to invite Ms. Greenstone to the stage to tell a story, a personal story with a timely moral. Ms. Greenstone.
Hello, St. Johnsbury Academy. Let's see if this is up and running here. Right, the last time I was up here for any length of time, I was telling you about my internship in the intangible arts of Japan, making friends with performing arts students and hanging around with masters of the arts, dressing as Lady Genji, working with puppets, even demon ones, learning the shamisen. And actually, that is not my focus today. Today, I'm going to talk to you about being a foreigner right here. Now, let me stop for a moment and offer you an honest truth. Oh, I just got the Fitbit alert here. What does that say? Look at that, my heart rate is up 30% since an hour ago. I must be doing public speaking. Oh, and tonight it's a 93% waning moon. What else? Oh, anyway. Right, my honest truth. My honest truth is that I'm not from the NEK, actually. I'm not local. I have the greatest respect for NEK citizens and its awesome culture, but I'm actually from a strange and distant land called New York. And in that light, I'm going to tell you a personal story about mud, friendship, digital gadgetry, and how, caught in the confluence of all of these three elements, I wound up feeling adrift, slightly. So I'm not up here to tell you what the pundits are saying about how technology has stolen our attention, our ability to concentrate, our ability to think deeply, even our ability to be fully... although I did just read an article with the title, published by the Muse, with this title, "It takes nearly 30 minutes to refocus after you get distracted." I thought, no, that can't be true. And I actually read the article. It had a sentence in it that said, according to a University of California Irvine study, with an actual hyperlink to the peer-reviewed study in blue, that was very exciting, it takes an average of 23 minutes and 15 seconds to get back to the task, like after you reply to a text message or something. I have to say, I think that's not true of me. I think it's probably true of a lot of other people, but probably not me. Oh, and that's funny, it's my brother actually sending me a meme. It's pretty edgy, I'll send it to you later. So today, I'm going to refer to the muddy aspect of my personal story as drasputsytsya, which is the Russian concept of mud, because a month ago, my immersion in that substance felt as foreign as the Soviet Union did when I spent a summer there at the age of 14, pre-glasnost. It's spelled drasputsytsya, as you can see. And Kingdom locals probably know this as Vermont's springtime gravel bike race. It annually occurs, I think, up at Burke. Some of you probably are involved. That's actually a pretty benign photo. It often looks like this, and even like this, which is closer to my personal story. I don't mean to be pedantic here, but if this looks like you in your World Civ Post-1500 class, or heaven forbid your AP Euro class, you might have missed learning about the innately and strategically defensive quality of mud. And here, you could see this is a picture. I did not take this picture. When I was 14, that was long gone. But the Wehrmacht are actually pulling a car of failed Nazi invasion during Russia, during World War II. And for those of you who are interested, horses didn't fare any better. And in case this, or maybe this, was you in contemporary issues class, you may have missed the key factoid that mud plays no favorites, right? This is a Russian tank mired in mud on its way to invade the Ukraine about 2 months ago. That's Elon Musk. So my story involves mud, pretty normal friends who eat croissants and drink coffee, and our own beloved Central Cafe, where I met one of these friends back in April for a huge catching up because we hadn't seen each other since the pandemic began, and it all started out pretty normal. We chose great apple cinnamon buns and chocolate croissants and put our cappuccinos and cell phones on the table, and we had our AirPods and Snapchat and Insta and TikTok, and you know the scene. So she was telling me about her new herbalism class, and I was listening to all that with great detail. Look at that. A block starts in 23 minutes. That can't be right. And I was telling her about my own life and death situations, really expecting her to be paying attention because I was a New Yorker in mud season up here completely unprepared. Do you guys know the Reddit meme for being completely unprepared? Because there are no mud survival skills taught in my home state. And this personal story happened about a month ago in the second week of April, which all of you locals know is the beginning of mud season up here and the beginning of brook trout fishing season. And I had promised my neighbor for the umpteenth time, I never followed through, but this year I was going to follow through. I was going to join his annual birthday trip to go brook fishing somewhere in the outback. I was amazed when I got to the parking lot at his gear. This is a veteran fisherman who shows up in ripped jeans and old sneakers, and I thought to myself, you've got to be kidding. A, you're either going to freeze in almost sub-zero water, or B, you're going to, your skin is going to get stuck with leeches and so forth. I was feeling pretty smug because I had borrowed oversized waders. Granted, they were several sizes too big, but they were totally the cat's meow. And I embarked feeling just completely intrepid. I kept my arrogance to myself, as every good newbie should. And we embarked into our little swampy inlet to do some fishing, and I just stepped right in because I was totally confident. And we started fishing. We spread out. We looked for the great places. He went that way. I went this way. And I thought a deeper area looked like a pretty good place. And minutes went by, and pretty soon I was in a pretty bad situation. And I thought, oh my gosh, I actually have to do something, because if I don't do something, I'm going to look like that. And the problem was that I actually couldn't move. The galoshes were too big. I had no pull. I couldn't unstick them. The suction was too great. The mud was creeping up my thighs. My throat constricted. I actually eked out a little squeak. My neighbor was absolutely nowhere to be seen. In short, I had a moment of reckoning, because I knew in an instant, or several instants, I would be sinking into oblivion in the boggy acids of East Concord, rediscovered by Homo Schmomo in 2,000 years and poked at in a Science Olympiad exhibit. My whole life flashed before my eyes right up to the moment when I opened last year's yearbook and read the dedication page, and there was a great quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, put there by Mr. Schwanier, and it says, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you look fear in the face. You are able to say to yourself, hey, hello, yeah, listen, I can't talk. I'm giving a chapel talk. Yeah, okay, no worries, I'll call you in 5. Yep, thanks. Whoops. So I was telling the story to my friend in the Central Cafe, and she's checking her Instagram. I half checked out of our conversation, nodding in that superficial way, and I'm like, this is not a trivial situation. I'm about to be, to expire in mud, an uninformed foreigner in a foreign land, and she's on Instagram? I mean, what could be more important on Instagram than the outcome of my story? In that moment, another honest truth, I wanted compassion. I wanted that 100% human connection that's so precious when you're telling someone. Oh, I love this song. Dude, yeah.
Ms. Greenstone, could you come back and tell us, did you get out of the mud?
I'm sorry?
Did you get out of the mud?
Oh, yeah, no problem, anytime.
Okay. All right. Excellent. Thank you so much, Ms. Greenstone. That was hilarious. That was very cool. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Faculty?
Thank you.
I was getting really into that story.
I know, it's a really good story. I really want to know.